Hello, we're going to look at setting up a mini from Miguel Zavala in Basecoat, getting it ready for painting and taking into Tailspire. So here's the high resolution mini. You can move it around to get it to point towards the front. I'm going to move it down to remove the base as well. And I'm just going to leave it at default settings, target poly count of 14K. So what it's doing right now is generating the low poly version, optimizing the mesh. And you can see here's the original low poly and low poly with normals. Looks just as good as the high poly. We'll bake some shadows, bring out the detail. And we'll bake highlights and creases. There we go. Now we'll set up color regions so that we can bucket fill this. It'll spend a little bit of time analyzing the geometry of the model, trying to find good breakpoints. There we go. Okay, so looking around at where it's picked for automatic divisions, it looks pretty good. There are a few areas where we could make it a little more, split it a little finer. And it doesn't always do great at picking out small details, so I'm going to pick out the eyes manually with the detail select brush. And I'll make a new region with those. I think everything else looks pretty good. So I'm going to click Create Regions from Current and hit Apply. That's going to bake the regions that we just selected onto the model so that we can paint bucket it. There we go. Okay, so now it's ready for painting. Let's go to hair and we'll pick brown color for this doggo. If we wanted to spend some more time in the color region editor, we could get these to be, you know, one nice region for all of the skin. But we're just going to go through this quick, and I'll click a few more times in the color paint mode. It's good for the fur. Pick some steel for the armor. I'm actually not an artist, so we're just gonna, I'm not gonna even do my best work here. We'll just do it quick. Is this supposed to be metal too? Sure. Oops. And we'll pick a different metal for the axe. Give it a wood handle. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Maybe I'll, oh, we should paint his eyes too, huh? All right, and I'm going to switch to free paint mode. And there's a couple things we could do here. I think I'm going to choose give him a pink nose. Just going to use the airbrush and blur that a little around the edge. Good enough. I'm going to use the eyeball brush and isolate the eyes for a second. There we go, it looks pretty good. I'll go back to airbrush. And actually, I think I'm just going to select his face and neck here. To isolate, just give him a slightly different color underneath the chin on the neck. And blur that in down here. No, I'm not sure that worked great. But it'll be good enough for this. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go to next. We'll select Tailspire for the output format. If I wanted it to get on, oh, I guess this is on a 1-inch base, so that's okay. I'm gonna move it over a little bit to get it centered. I'll move the torch marker down. Here's the hit marker. I'll put it in his body. The head marker. And we'll make spells come out of his mouth. And I'll hit export TS mod. We're going to save that in local content packs. Sir Nacho. And let's load up Tailspire. I'm going to go into my local minis, and there is, what was his name? Sir Nacho. And there is Sir Nacho. You can turn on the torch. Maybe I'll make him a little bit bigger just to have a better look. And there we go.